Welcome. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Banker's Box Light Duty Store File 713 file box. And I'm going to be comparing it to the Light Duty from Amazon Basics and Staples. So before I go any further, I just want to mention that I have a free spreadsheet that compares all the different levels, light, medium, heavy duty, different brands, Staples, Banker's Box, Amazon, stacking strength, price per box, links to Amazon buy links, staples.com, etc. I also used a caliper and measuring tape to get exact measurements of the internal and external dimensions and the thickness of the cardboard for each of these options. So that information is not anywhere else out there on the internet. A lot of these companies don't provide all of this information or don't provide accurate information. And so I put that all together. And part of the reason why that matters is because if you just mix and match different brands, you may not realize that they are not a standardized size. So like, I think of these boxes like shipping containers, like a 20-foot, 40-foot shipping container, that corrugated metal, and it goes on the back of a truck or goes on a trailer, and then you take it to a port, you put on a shipping container, big, huge ship. They get stacked on top of each other, and then they go over and they come off a ship and go back onto a truck. Those actually are a standardized size, and there's very little, basically no wiggle room. They're the exact same dimensions no matter who makes the container. With these Banker's boxes or file boxes, they're actually not a standardized dimensions. They're very similar, but they're not exactly the same. And the biggest thing you'll notice is that if you compare light duty and heavy duty, they're not quite the same dimensions. And a better example is like these two. Where the Amazon box is taller than the Banker's box. And it can be a little bit difficult to see, but you can see those exact measurements in the spreadsheet. They can be like up to a centimeter off depending on which brands you're looking at. So that spreadsheet's completely free. There's a link down below in the description for that. I've also got a spreadsheet, a playlist down below on my YouTube channel reviewing all of these different items, all these different boxes and brands and sizes and duties. But let's get into this, the 713. So probably the most interesting thing is that, just pay attention to that. The Amazon Basics light duty doesn't on the surface look like it's the same thing, but it actually is. Those are the exact same pictures. That's the exact same sustainable forestry logo. So Banker's Box is white labeling their box and selling it as an Amazon Basics box. And the Amazon Basics box is cheaper. So you're literally getting the exact same thing, just without the branding and the design. So these light duty boxes are basically exactly the same brand to brand. You have the Staples brand. What I like about Staples is I like this, all these different boxes so you can keep stuff organized. And these boxes are primarily for records keeping. So if you're a physician and you have to keep 7 years of records for your patients, you put a destroy date of 7 years, and then you just store them, and then they get shredded or you throw them away, depending on what they are. That's what all that stuff is for. And that can be government uses as well. You need to keep track of that kind of stuff. The issue with basic duty, no matter what the brand, is these kind of things. So any little bend, any little mistake you make, it's going to show up very easily, and it's going to reduce the structural integrity. And the big difference when you go from basic duty to medium or heavy duty, and really from the real difference mostly shows up when you go up to heavy duty, is you get double thickness walls. So this is double thickness, and that adds a huge amount of additional strength. Now what's kind of weird is that there's like a medium duty banker's box is still single ply on the side. It's only when you go to heavy duty that you get the 2-ply. The one exception to that is Amazon medium duty. It has the dual ply. So, like I said, Amazon Basics a lot cheaper for the same exact thing. And one other thing I should mention is I teach organization, how to organize all your stuff, whether it's a business or personal, but especially personal, or if you run a small business, you've got stuff in your attic, your basement, storage unit, a second home, bring stuff from home to the office or multiple offices. How do you keep all that stuff organized? And how do you get to where you're just not losing stuff constantly? That was my big frustration, and I've created systems to organize all that stuff. So you can check out my website. I've got a course membership. Tens of thousands of students have gone through my organization courses. Got over 130,000 students across all my different courses, and over 5,000 reviews. So I basically created like a Dewey Decimal-like system, or Library of Congress-like taxonomy classification system for all the different areas of your life, and how to keep everything organized in one place or across multiple locations, but in a structured way. And so I've got some entry-level stuff, and then I've also got some more premium stuff at like the $1,000 plus level. If you're really serious about this stuff and your time is worth a lot, those higher end systems will be valuable to you, and you can email me and we'll get you the latest information on that at support@timothykenny.com. But basically, yeah, like I said, I like to use these things like shipping containers where you can just put anything in them and keep all your stuff organized. And what happens is you just stop losing stuff. It's very difficult to lose things anymore. And you realize, you look back on your old life, you have friends and family who are constantly losing stuff or can't find something, and that problem just doesn't exist for you anymore. And you realize, all the opportunity cost and time delays and frustration when you just can't find that one little thing you really need right now, and getting out of the flow, getting out of a productive state, and then having to delay things a week while something gets shipped to you. All those problems evaporate. So this kind of stuff is hugely valuable, and there's nothing like it out there that integrates all your physical stuff, your household objects, clothes, stuff around the workbench, electronics, stationery, art supplies, office supplies, etc. As well as all your informational stuff, whether it's physical books, files and folders, as well as digital files and folders, stuff in the cloud, etc. How do you all bring that into one system? It's really the only one like it out there, and you can learn more on my website or emailing me. So I'll leave it there. Check out the playlist down below if you want to see my other reviews. Let me know if there's other products you'd like to see me review. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to get more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.